Namaskar and welcome to StudyIQ. I am your friend Rahul Saigaonker. Now, before we begin today's interaction, warm greetings from my side to all the viewers of StudyIQ on Ganesh Chaturthi. I wish Lord Ganesha bestows upon you a lot of happiness and prosperity this season. Happy Ganesha festival. Let's talk about today's topic. The agenda for today's discussion is Pralay missile. You can see the news here recently. Defense Ministry has cleared a proposal to buy Pralay ballistic missiles for army. Remember, Pralay is a ballistic missile, and this is for the first time that the Indian army would be using a ballistic missile for conventional operations. So we'll try to understand everything about this news, what is the significance of Pralay, how it is going to enhance our security, and at the end of the discussion, we'll also compare Pralay with its equivalents from different countries. That is going to be our agenda. Let's begin our interaction. But before that, to all the UPSC civil services aspirants, StudyIQ is presenting P2I program. The September batch is starting from 22nd September, 6 p.m. So you have just a few days left. Take a decision on this Ganesha festival. Begin on this auspicious note. We are offering it in 3 languages, English, Hindi, and a bilingual format. This is the most comprehensive program. Just visit our website, studyiq.com. Enroll. I'll see you in the class. Right, let's begin. As I told you, recently the Defense Acquisition Council, now you do understand this DAC, it is the highest council or the highest body for approving defense related acquisitions. And now this DAC, whose chairman is the defense minister, it will have representatives from all the tri-services. It also has bureaucrats. There is defense secretary involved here, and this is the highest decision making body for defense related acquisitions. They have suggested that Pralay tactical missile would be now taken for army. That means 2 different regiments of Pralay would be ordered from DRDO, and Pralay missiles would be provided to the army. This is for the first time that ballistic missiles will be inducted into the Indian army according to senior officials. The question is, why are we doing it? We already have 2 adversaries on 2 sides. We have Pakistan on one side, China on the other side, who have already installed their own tactical and ballistic missiles along the border. And India now is going to take 2 regiments of Pralay missiles, Pralay ballistic missiles. They are going to install along the line of control and also along the line of actual control along the Chinese border. This is going to enhance India's security prospects. It's a ballistic missile which will be used for conventional operations, and this ballistic missile will have very important tactical role going forward. Now the question is, sir, what is this Pralay missile? From the exam perspective, MCQs can be created. I'll pinpoint and highlight the important things here. Pralay missile, this is the schematic of Pralay missile. It is a canisterized tactical surface to surface. It is a surface to surface. Remember, a ballistic missile. Now, what is the meaning of ballistic missile? I hope you already know that ballistic missile, it uses rocket type propulsion. That means once it is fired, it goes up very similar to a rocket and then hits the target whichever is intended. In contrast to the cruise missiles, which do not go to very high altitudes, cruise missiles, as soon as they are fired, they go towards the target at a very low altitude. But this is a ballistic missile. Remember, this has been developed by whom? It has been developed by DRDO, and it is canisterized. That means it can be launched from a canister. It is mobile. It can be carried on a specific Tatra truck. It basically it has its own inertial navigation system. It can be launched from land. It is quite mobile. As I told you, Tatra transporter electric launcher is used. Its highest speed is about 1.6 Mach, and it is a 2-stage. Remember, it is a 2-stage solid rocket propellant. Along with it, it also has MAR. That means it is maneuverable. Now you do understand these days different countries are coming up with their own missile defense systems. But Pralay has a speciality. Even after firing, it can change its directions because it has maneuverized re-entry vehicle system. Means as a ballistic trajectory, as it gains some altitude, and after that when it re-enters towards the target, then I can maneuver it when it is re-entering. So it has maneuverable RV re-entry vehicle setup as well. Why? To safeguard itself from the radars and to safeguard itself from the interceptor missiles, basically from the ballistic missile defense systems that other countries would have. Apart from that, it has got certain characteristics. I'm repeating again, Pralay is a ballistic surface to surface missile. It has ability to change its path after covering a certain range. Why? Because it has MARV, maneuverable re-entry vehicle system. Its range is 500 to 550 kilometers. Pralay is powered by a two-stage solid propellant engine, and it can carry warhead about 350 kg to 700 to 750 kg high explosive warhead. It also comes up with state-of-the-art navigation system, and as I told you, it is mobile. It is road mobile. It can be transported using the Tatra transporter, Bemel's Tatra transporter ejector system. So this is going to enhance India's security capability, where we are going to install Pralay missiles along the LOC, that is the Pakistan border, LAC, that is the China border as well. The development of Pralay missiles has been ongoing since 2015. In fact, it was one of the projects of the late General Bipin Rawat. Since 2015, DRDO has been developing Pralay. It has been tested twice, once in December 2021 and another time in December 2022. In fact, even before this, the Indian Defence Forces have ordered more than 250 Pralays from DRDO, and now another huge order is going on. So this is going to enhance India's rocket force. Why? Because it's a ballistic missile. We are going to use it for conventional tactical operations. It is going to be huge. Along with BrahMos, Pralay is going to be groundbreaking for India's planned rocket force. Now you already know that we are in talks with many different countries for the export of BrahMos. Probably the next step that we can anticipate after the delivery of these Pralays by DRDO, we might even export these in future. Not now. Right now, the order has come from the defense forces. The DRDO will be supplying it to the defense forces itself. Now with this, India now has tactical ballistic missiles for its safety. Now, this missile Pralay, it can be compared with its counterparts. You do know Russia's Iskander missile. Russia's Iskander missile, it is being used in the Russia-Ukraine war. A similar kind of setup is with China as well. The Dongfeng 12. The Pralay can be compared with Iskander and Dongfeng 12 or M20 of Chinese. But the Indian system, it comes with its own upgrades. Yes, it is a little low on speed, but you need to understand it has a two-stage motor with a MARV setup. That means maneuverable re-entry vehicle setup. Once it is launched, after that it can even change its direction and trajectory. That is not available with the others, that is Iskander and Dongfeng. They're not capable of MARV. Apart from that, the maximum range is about 500 kilometers, quite comparable with Iskander of Russia. Iskander, it belongs to Russia. Its range is about 400 to 500 kilometers. Apart from that, we have same navigation system. We have inertial navigation system. No updates have come whether it has been integrated with the Navik or not. But Russia's Iskander, it also has inertial guidance system. Along with it, it is integrated with their own GPS, that is GLONASS. The Russian counterpart, that is Dongfeng, that also has inertial navigation system, but its range is dubbed a little lower, from 200 to 280 kilometers. And it is said that the Russia's Dongfeng 12, it has been integrated with their own GPS system, that is Beidou. Apart from that, if you look at the warhead carrying capacity, India's warhead carrying capacity is on par with Iskander 700 kg warhead, Iskander 700 kg warhead, but Dongfeng is much lower. And it has all the capabilities. As I told you, it is mobile. We use a Tatra transporter, very similar to that. Russia have their own mobile TEL system, that means mobile transporter ejector launchers, right? So those are also quite mobile. That means we can move them from one place to another place easily, and since they are canisterized, they can be launched directly from the transporter ejector launcher system itself. So Pralay is on par with the other world-class missiles that Russia has, China has. This brings us on par with other countries, and in many aspects even better because of the MARV system that we have. All right, so let's wait and watch how this is going to enhance India's deterrence, and once they come, they will be installed along the LOC and LAC. But please remember, from the exam perspective, the Pralay missile, questions can come up. Very simple kind of questions do come up in MCQs, where you can be where pitfalls can be created with respect to say surface to surface, or say say it's a ballistic missile or a cruise missile. Sometimes UPSC has even played around with the range, the warhead capability, etc. Do keep a track of those things. If there is any update on Pralay missile, we'll discuss that again on Study IQ. Till that time, stay safe. Again, happy Ganesha festival. Thank you for watching this video. Jai Hind.